Hello, fam. Welcome, everyone, to FrankiVerse Cafe. Oh, and look, we've all Spam Amiachi and Jason and Cindy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the cafe. For the moment, we are drinking tea with some cute marshmallows for aesthetic because I like the pink. I don't care. They're not really for flavor or beverage, whatever. They're just for because I think it's cute to watch them melt. What's everyone else drinking today? Ooh, hot. Just getting myself comfortable in my cafe spot. Making sure we set our sensory overlord atmosphere correctly. Chilling with our tea, here to say hello to everyone, ask you how you're doing. It's a very exciting day. Excuse me. It's a very exciting day at FrankiVerse Cafe. For those of you who might have been hanging out on previous lives, Veronica, she came into the cafe a couple weeks ago. I don't know. I've always wanted to make these weird dolls. So I made this doll, Veronica. Along with this, I made this little sweatshirt I'm making. But anyway, Veronica came into FrankiVerse Cafe. She ordered a matcha latte and a boyfriend. So we're thrilled to say that Derek is finally completed for Veronica. So we've got, here he goes. Derek has, he was just a disembodied head for quite a minute, for a couple weeks there, but he's since gained a body and arms and legs. So here's Derek. He's got such a happy face because he's just so delighted to be recruited to FrankiVerse Cafe to be Veronica's boyfriend. He's super excited about getting listed on FrankiWasHere.com as a couple pair of dolls that, you know, they could be, I think they're sort of like, don't think voodoo doll, think maybe a little bit more like Guardians of the Chill vibes. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's Derek and Veronica. They're Guardians of the Chill vibes. They're a couple, they're cute, they're adorable. And they hang out at the cafe, and they're going to get on FrankiWasHere.com, and, you know, somebody can order them to be shipped and be the keepers of the chill vibes in your home or whatever space you decide to have them in. Maybe you're a van life person. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're just so thrilled and excited that Veronica finally got her boyfriend, Derek. So there's our little dolls. That's part of the FrankiVerse Cafe update. What things are you working on? Bam. Other updates for this week at the cafe. We are attempting to do some more updating of FrankiWasHere.com. Not just to have Derek and Veronica listed, but also the hats. Our NeuroNod hats. So for those of you who might want to adorn your head, I have some of our NeuroNod hats with the braids, knitted beanies that are handmade by me, and I'll be taking some pictures. I've got this green one, this green motif. Got some purple in the braids and some black. Thanks everyone for joining and hanging out. Hi Kevin. Hi Mork. Hi Jokes. Is that what your name is? Ricardo and Ed. Hi fam. Hi Kevin. Anyway, yeah, so adding some more stuff to the website. We're also working on our Coffee and Cryptids mini-zine. So for those of you who want some sort of fun times hanging out with our cryptid baristas at FrankiVerse Cafe, Sasquatch, Mothman, Loch Ness, Chupacabra, various other cryptids and fairies and fae. We've got some pixies, of course. Anyway, here's this other NeuroNod hat with the braids, hand knit beanie shall be added to, yes, it is a filter because we like to not do makeup and have our little different character faces. So that FrankiVerse Cafe on the YouTube can have many different faces from the TikTok live replays that I put on there and other silly meme nonsense that I like to create. And again, just more merch and fun things that we're making at FrankiWasHere.com. I'm excited to get my new mini zine, Coffee and Cryptids, created. I have some character intros, audio clips that we'll be adding some images to. But again, still have the hats. Now listen, this hat, here's the fun in this one. I really do look like a cartoon now. I love it. This is kind of fun. I really do look like a cartoon. Look at, I have my little silly hand crocheted bright colors. I have my hand knit hat with my long braids. We'll be listing this on FrankiWasHere.com for sale, this particular one, but also I can hand make new ones. So if you happen to be interested, this is a look. But also I love that you can I got helicopter lasso sort of situations going on. This is exercise, you guys. This hat, you have exercise options. Come on. Sensory, fiddle, toy, ADHD, ADHD being, adult approved, cartoon, multidimensional, this life, whatever. I love these braids. We're just gonna wear this. This matches my sweatshirt or my crochet cardigan. Whoopsie. Haha, it just matches so well. I was gonna sit here and show you my other hats, but this one's just so cute. I like it. This works for this face filter. What? I don't know about that. My nervous system is not ready to be co-host, you guys, because I don't know what to expect. Yes, I do special orders. Thank you, I do. You can message me here on TikTok. I'm also at my FrankiWasHere.com website. You can put in an order on the listing that's there, and you can select your colors. You can tell me if you want 2 long braids. You can tell me if you want lots of braids like these ones. Maybe you have some other weird, crazy idea that I can play with. But yeah, these are, you can tell me what colors you like. I have different sort of color schemes. None of them are going to be exactly the same. And I have to work with the yarn that I can kind of find around me. So if you want all one solid color, I can do my best, but I kind of have to work with what I got. But yeah, you can make, Thanks for asking, friend. I appreciate it. But yeah, I've got a couple of these ones that are already done. You can see in this kind of cosmic color scheme. Sort of similar, but not exactly the same. But I have a few of those ready to go. And then I have some other sort of rainbowy ones that are ready to go. Look at all these braids. Oh my god, so much fun. Anyway. And then I have 2 in this more sort of classic Rasta color. I have such a pile of hats. Oh my god. No, I don't take the AI off. It comes off naturally when I zhuzhy stuff in front of my face. And look at how well it works with the hat and the crocheted cardigan. Oh, see, there you saw my natural face for just a little bit. Anyway, hats, dolls, mini zine, sci-fi fantasy short fiction. Super fun. That's what I do. I'm also here to hang out and talk to you, fam. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm also making another cardigan. I'm so excited about this one because I love this. This is the back of it. I think it's so fun and so cool. I have a sleeve done. Yay! One sleeve. See, there. And I'll work on this other sleeve for this side. And then I'm also trying to make the border, so like trying to add more to the border of the front. Because I'm freeform doing that. It's crochet, yes. Hello, Scotty. Thank you. Yes, this is crochet. And I'm kind of doing it freeform. Like I started with the sort of granny square shape for the front panels and the back panel. But other than that, I'm kind of freeform, just putting it together, like doing the sleeves in sort of like a lace kind of ish format. I mean, it's a work of art as much as it is a functional clothing item, you know, and that's kind of what I enjoy about it. This is crochet. My hat is knitted. I do both. How about you, friends? Do you knit? Do you crochet? Do you sew? You know what? I don't know what it is about sewing. I never got it down. I tried. I've done like simple things, like I made a pair of pants at a class once when I was living in North Carolina, but I don't know. Even like quilting, like I have knitted so many quilted, like the mitered square blankets. Daniel, hello. I sew when I need to, like for your own clothing needs. I used to work for the knitting industry. What? Say more. Doing what? What? I love that. That's so exciting. Like to reattach a button. Well, hey, I mean, sometimes you need to do those things. It's good to have that skill set. I love that. They're all a lot of work, but I love them. Sorry, guys. You're going to have to excuse the outside noise. We are sort of street adjacent here. FrankiVerse cafe style. So, a mattress pad, like stitching a mattress pad. I mean, yeah, they're basic stuff. You do more than just clothes when you sew. Like you can fix curtains or whatever. I fixed a rug. There was like a bearskin rug at one of the places we were at before, and I fixed that. I did a little stitching on that. I love it. Fam, share what else you work on. That's the other part of why we're here. In Mexico, where I was born and lived for a while, basic sewing was part of first grade. Oh, that's really cool. Man, I wish they did that when I was a kid. Like, I really do wish in school I would have been able to learn crochet. And, like, because I would have found out so much earlier that I like it. You know? I might have done something like going into the knitting industry specifically. Like, I did do hand-dyed yarn for a while. I was Sisteresque Fibers. I'd like to get back into hand-dyeing yarn again. I love playing with the colors. I love the squishiness of like freshly dyed, hand-dyed wool yarn. I love the way it smells. It's got such a delightful smell. The superposition is a fundamental concept in quantum mechanics. Superposition, is that, I like quantum mechanics. Superposition, are we talking about when like a certain percentage of atoms in a container flip to a certain frequency, the rest of them flip, and that's the consciousness thing, like Dr. Stephen Greer? Is that where you're going with that? We would be shown what to do, and we would be handed a square of fabric. Oh, I like that. So they would just be like, here's how you do it. Here you go. Go forth and sew. I love it. That's super fun. See, this is why. Oh my God, finally. Like, what do you mean? What? Yes, I kind of know what you're talking about, superposition sort of things, maybe. You tell me. If that was the direction that you're going. And I will continue to add to this border, I think. I like this blue. I like where it's at. I was using a chunkier yarn for this. 200 plus 0 answers, just blown minds. Well, blow my mind with some kind of unanswered mystery. I love that kind of thing. Like, what are you reading on Reddit about how people are noticing their simultaneous lives and timeline jumping and all the weirdness? I want to know. Share the Reddit stuff with me. Aw, hey, thanks. I don't get to see what your name is. It's just got a username. But hey, thanks, Fam, for joining FrankiVerse Cafe. Happy to have you here. I really am enjoying these marshmallows in my tea. I don't love that they're making the weird thing. Does anyone... this How do you clean marshmallow off of stuff easily? Does anyone have a tip? This is the scariest thing to see on a trip. Stupid fish. No, you can't be stupid, but I love you, hello fish friend. And are you on a trip? Welcome to FrankiVerse Cafe. Psychonauts, welcome. Absolutely. But I do have, anyway, some other blue yarn, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe adding just a teensy bit more to this border, to this one. Just a little teensy bit. I don't know. I'm debating. What's a flash goal? Oh my. Sure. I don't know. I'm going to put this flash goal up that TikTok just said. TikTok wants me to do so many things all the time. Not right now, but yesterday I was. Was it a good trip? I loved it. We were just talking about our mushroom friends this morning, last night. I can't remember. Me and Muzzlebug. I love it. That's so exciting. I was actually just connecting to a bunch of people on LinkedIn who are in the like fields of psychedelic research because I am fascinated by those things as well. Photon color emission is going to Photon color emission is going to be my next topic to ask people. Good morning to Cody JL. Hello and welcome. Oh my goodness, what is that? Hello, hi. Oh, that was fun. What was that thing? That was so exciting. Thanks to whoever did that little bippity boop. That was that was super cool. I like talking about photons as well. It wasn't a good trip. But you know what? Even when it's not a good trip, there's still information in it. Aw, hey, thank you, Cody. Thanks for joining the fan club. And shout outs to you, Shelby, not just in this TikTok live fun times, but I do repost my lives as NeuroSpicy TV on my YouTube channel, FrankiVerse Cafe. So come hang out, make comments. I'm happy to shout out my peeps, you know, and share whatever kind of photon information. Peace out, friend. Hey, thanks for joining. Yeah, I like talking about photons, yo. I'm kind of new to TikTok live. Yeah, I don't really have like, this is why I'm playing with the filters, because I'm just here to play, fam. Like, look at what this is. I don't know. I'm in a very liminal space in my human experience journey where I am channeling back into my very much creative sort of Lisa Frank self, I guess. I've been in the, what is a photon? It's the little like, hey, thank you. The hats are for sale at frankiewashere.com. Sorry. And yeah, photons, they're the light particle things that make up like all of existence. Where's the scientist at? That's not a good explanation. Where's my astrophysicist friend, Dr. Joe? We could ask him. We can have him do a little do a video for my fam to explain photons like in 60 seconds. I love it. I'm so glad everyone's come to hang out. Hey, FrankiVerse fam. I'm so thrilled to have you here. I really am. I also have had a little idea. Gotta get ready for work. Oh, thanks for following. Go have a great time. Have a beautiful day at work. I hope that it's like super not stressful. Because I know that it can be. Take your coffee. Have your tea. Like all the good vibes from FrankiVerse cryptid baristas to you. I have tea that has marshmallows on top. And so the marshmallows have gotten stickity-stuckity. Honey girl, I hate my job. Listen, that's valid, and I support whatever other thing in the universe could come to you that would prevent you having to go to your job anymore. So you could just hang out at the cafe with us and chill and drink marshmallow tea. That explains the wild colors. Oh, no, this is just a little bit of like my personality getting to that, you know, the little Frankie in me that loves bright colors and loved like Rainbow Bright as a kid. Does anyone remember Rainbow Bright as a cartoon? We were talking about cartoons today too, and like, so my generation will remember
I seen yellow and pink in the edge of the cup. That's the marshmallow bits. I'm working on that, I promise. Well, all the blessings to you, Cody. I am hoping for you to have a very swift exit of the 9 to 5 matrix into something very cushy and luxurious and delicious. Blessings upon you from FrankiVerse Cafe. Where were we at? You guys distracted me with the marshmallows. We talked about... Beep, 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 beep. Hello! There it is again. I love it when that happens. Hey, thanks, fam. That's so... Oh, you guys are the best. I love hanging out with my FrankiVerse Cafe fam. Okay, but backpedaling. Psychedelic research, cryptid baristas, working on my mini-zine. We were talking about cartoons. There it is. Cartoons. We were talking about sort of... So there's like... So Murray and my younger sister, for example, are like 4 years younger than me. But that's enough of a separation, I think, of like the cartoons we grew up with that like you can sort of see... The way I described it was that, like, okay, when I was a kid, we had, like, Ren and Stimpy, Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Rocko's Modern Life. Like, some of the cartoons that we had at the time I was watching cartoons, I don't think you could have now in SpongeBob era, in post-SpongeBob era. It's like BC AD, like, but before and after SpongeBob, though. Kind of. But I sort of described it as like the writer's room for kids' cartoons went from like alcohol and cigarette fueled to being like weed, psychedelics, and snack fueled. Do you know what I mean? Like you could see the shift in the frequency of cartoons from like even some of the stuff that when I was younger, like Real Monsters, or like it's like those were kind of the bridge ones from the like Ren and Stimpy, Rocko's Modern Life, and then you get to like the Hey Arnold sort of era, right? And like, I don't know, when did things become sort of SpongeBob and absurdist? I don't have a problem with it, but it is a very different flavor of cartoon from what I grew up with, you know, and I don't know. What are some of the cartoons that y'all remember? And do you notice that sort of, I don't know, like energy shift, or that's the best I can say it, like the writers' rooms, they used to be cigarettes and booze, and now they're weed and coffee. I could be wrong. Maybe that's just the FrankiVerse Cafe sort of vibe, sort of bleeding into that timeline. But I do certainly remember growing up with like, you know, I know it's always made fun of in memes, like Rocko's Modern Life. Rocko was a phone sex operator. Like, how was that a kid's cartoon? But it was. And Ren and Stimpy, I mean, there was so much weird, like, also shock value imagery on Ren and Stimpy. I don't know how many of you remember or were traumatized by some of the, like, very sort of shock value gross imagery on Ren and Stimpy. I don't know. Yeah, Rocko was a phone sex operator. Look it up. Like, yeah. Tom and Jerry, Underdog, Bugs Bunny. So, like, man, Underdog. I kind of remember Underdog, too. I don't know. That's kind of interesting, though. Like, the different sort of cultural flavor that gets added, even because we were talking about that too. Damn, childhood was messed up, yo. I mean, a little bit, yeah. And we didn't know. It's like when you listen to song lyrics from, you know, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and you're like, oh, that's like kind of inappropriate. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just a lot of things. You're not ancient. Oh my God, there's another one. Hey-oh, that's so, thank you. Aw, that's Queef Beans Chief Queef Thief. I like that name. That's such a, like, you did some very 14-year-old boy poetry in your hand name title. I love it. I think it's great. I really do love some of the fun stuff I see when y'all pop in for your names and the comments people make. I love it. I enjoy it so much. I want to make you all into infinite patrons of the FrankiVerse Cafe that I can write into my silly little stories. What is that? Hello! Oh my god, thank you. That was the coolest little, like, oh, very mermaid vibes. Oh, I love that. It was like a little oyster. It's like a little oyster with a pearl in it. The world is your oyster. That was so on. Oh, speaking of, we were just watching a YouTube thing the other day of pearl farmers somewhere in, like, not even, like, far away from Tahiti even. Little bitty island space in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And that's what my ADHD brain just went to. But as beautiful as it was, and as much as I was looking at those people being like, that's really cool, that's fun, you get sunshine all day and be in the ocean water. But then they also showed that, like, you know, they're far away from medical help when one of them got literally bitten by a shark. And that was enough for me to be like, no, fam. I'm so sorry, but I belong in civilization, modern times. If we had another ancient apocalypse, Graham Hancock style, I'm done, y'all. The hunter-gatherers have to take over. I can't do it. Like, if I get bit by a shark and there's no medical help, I'm done. I can't believe how many followers I got after putting the word queef in my name. That's actually really funny. That's pretty great. I mean, what does that say about TikTok and algorithms and that, right? Like, there's only so much the algorithm gods can do to hold back just when someone is like, funny, can't stop me now. I love it. It's brilliant. I so enjoy it. Anyway, I just be queefing around. I love it. Oh, I like, and I also love to, like, have this kind of very, like, adult tongue-in-cheek conversation while looking very cartoon cute, sort of, like, it's that sort of Ren and Stimpy level of inappropriate that is just, like, kind of funny. I'm running out of tea, fam. I'm gonna have to get a refill soon. They say most songs come out of a trauma bonds. Guess most cartoons are for the adult's inner child. Hey, no, but that's actually, like, very on brand for FrankiVerse Cafe. And, like, what I totally, like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, a lot of songs are trauma bonds, 100%. And cartoons are your inner child coming out and being like, ha, this would have been funny. Which is also, you know, we talked about that too, the adult themes in, like, Disney Pixar movies. And there's, even from, like, Disney Pixar, well, Disney movies and then Disney Pixar later, but, like, Disney movies from when I was a kid, right? Like something like The Little Mermaid that have sort of story, almost like lesson undertones of, like, you know, parents, give your kids some freedom to make their own choices and go on their own journeys, right? And same thing with, like, Nemo and Brave. Like, there's a kind of like a, I don't know, would you say a woke narrative? Like, I don't know, there's those sort of parallels for, like, adults that would be watching movies with kids, right? As if there's sort of a, like, hey, you know, there's profitability in doing this woke material on one side, but, like, on the other side, it's still gonna have the effect of, like, shifting perspectives, right? Even if they're doing it for profit, ostensibly, the generations that are coming up in that kind of content are gonna be differently, like, have different mindset frameworks than what we had growing up based on our cartoons that were, like, again, yeah, a little bit insane. Must be going, hey, nice to have met you too. Thanks for hanging out, fam. Thanks for stopping in at FrankiVerse Cafe. I hope you have a brilliant, peaceful, wonderful day, full of marshmallows and whatever hot beverage you would like to put them in. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Zesty Taco. That's a name too. I love that. And yes, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. That's again, you know, sort of like Nickelodeon vibes versus Cartoon Network vibes, right? Or like Disney versus Nickelodeon versus Cartoon Network. You know, like Cartoon Network had like Dexter's Laboratory. And like, I don't know, Cartoon Network is Adult Swim part of Cartoon Network? Am I confused? I don't know. Again, just, you know, there's such, it's fun to be in the human era of remembering when kid content was not quite so sterile as it is now. Even though it's like, yeah, but it probably should be. Like, I get it, right? I get why the cartoons I watched as a kid, parents today do not want their kids watching. Like, I get it. I understand. But also, don't be upset with us as adults when that's the cartoons we had. Do you know what I mean? Erica Kirk? I don't know who Erica Kirk is. I don't know who that is, fam. D, get out of my laboratory. Oh, I love it. I love old cartoons. I think that's so fun. I'll have to do some kind of homage to old cartoons in one of my mini zines for the website. I think that would be super fun. Because obviously I've done one in the form of this crochet knitted and AI filter assisted character situation here that I'm enjoying. But fam, I'm out of tea and my battery life is running out as well. So I must juicify my electronics as well as juicify more of my tea and marshmallows. So have a beautiful day, fam. Thanks for hanging out at FrankiVerse Cafe with me. If you want to go check out replays of the lives, I have those FrankiVerse Cafe YouTube channel. If you want a hat of your very own, or if you're interested in having Veronica and Derek be keepers of the chill vibe in your spaces, FrankieWasHere.com. Big love to all of you, fam. I hope you have the most beautiful day, and I hope random money just falls into your lap.